guys, welcome to Space Boy channel. So, space diplomacy is very important for the laws of space because whenever we visit a country, we have to follow the laws. So, whenever we visit space for space tourism, we have to know its laws. So, today's topic is space diplomacy, part 1. Space diplomacy refers to the integration of the collaboration of the knowledge, technology, and legislation involved in science diplomacy as applied to the expanded exploration of space. As diplomatic relationships are integral to the mitigation of various health, scientific, natural, or technological issues across nations, space diplomacy is a growing field in which various nations can come to a consensus on what is fair and when it comes to the exploration and commercialization of space travel. Space travel is a necessary resource for people around the world, especially when considering the use of satellites in areas like research or telecommunications. With the exploration of space, major issues are emerging, such as environmental concerns and pollution, or the monopolization of space travel. Space diplomacy allows for the consideration of such concerns as officials, scientists, environmental activists, and private corporations can come together in order for both natural and private space exploration to prosper. As a term, space diplomacy dates back to at least the 1960s. Imagine, guys, a law of space. You might have imagined about laws of countries because we must live in a country. All of Earth's land is in a country except for the Beardtail trapezoid, Mary Birdland, and the other in Europe. But people don't live there. So you must live in a country and your country must have laws. But you might have wondered, you can escape those laws by going to space. But nope. Space also has laws called space diplomacy.
Hey guys, Admin here. Sorry for the interrupt, but again we have an update.
Oh yeah, Adman's voice has changed. He's been working a lot since you guys said you can't understand him speaking. He's been doing some voice training for a while now.
Yeah, I've been doing some work. But I thought we should not interrupt others' speech.
Sorry.
We have 2 more subscribers. If you look at our channel analytics, it is low. So please support our channel so that we can do this forever. Like space diplomacy and other podcasts, blog planets, Earth history, and facts about Russia. I guess Russia might be angry, but don't worry guys, next episode is facts about Russia part 4. Russia must be angry because we're delaying this compilation a lot. Sorry. Now back to the video!
Space diplomacy, policy, and legislation have evolved to accommodate novel space activities and challenges. Initially, from 1959 to 1980, US to Soviet Cold War considerations drove the emergence of the majority of space diplomacy in the form of the slew of binding international agreements that continue to form the basis of the majority of today's space governance. Then, from 1980 to 2000, the rise in the number of both space activities, actors, and space actors slowed the development of the next generation governance. This resulted in weaker, more voluntary diplomatic outputs. The trend continued from 2000 as actors like the European Union and Japan developed their own space diplomacy. I hope you will have an intermission for 30 seconds. The development of future space diplomacy for 2030 and beyond will have to accommodate these trends, which are likely to continue in terms of increasing numbers of activities and actors, for instance, through greater involvement of civil society and global south actors in the attempt to develop supportive legislative and policy solutions. Crucially, in order for space diplomacy to become effective in allowing the sustainable development of space, according to agencies like the UN. As I previously stated that space diplomacy is the space law, it is not quite. Space diplomacy is very similar and approximately equal to space law. Space diplomacy is necessary and very beneficial for space law. Let us look at the differences between space diplomacy and space law. Space diplomacy is the use of diplomatic efforts to foster international collaborations, prevent conflicts, and promote more peaceful activities in outer space. Its focus is to build agreements and partnerships between countries, negotiating treaties or policies on space exploration, resource utilization, or security, addressing geopolitical issues related to space activities. The examples are US-India collaboration on space missions, international discussions on preventing an arms race in space, or PAROS. The definition of space law is a body of laws and regulations governing activities in outer space. It defines legal rights, responsibilities, and restrictions for nations, organizations, and individuals. Its focus is for framing legal frameworks like treaties and agreements, ensuring activities comply with international norms, resolving disputes in space operations. The examples are the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, which prohibits placing nuclear weapons in space, or the Moon Agreement in 1979, which governs activities on celestial bodies. The summary is space diplomacy is about negotiation and collaboration to align natural interests. Space law provides the legal foundation for such agreements and regulates activities. Governments must better incorporate civil society in the creation of norms and rules and increase the diversity of activities, and factors may also result from the UN facilitated Human Space Technology Initiative launched in 2010 and instrumental in promoting access to space education, space data, and space technology and research facilities, as well as direct access to space via, for example, the UN facilitated launch of CubeSats. What is a CubeSat? A CubeSat is a class of small satellite with a form factor of
10 centimeters.
Globy? Oh, you know a lot of things, right? But you missed cubes. You only said 10 centimeters. It's 10 centimeter cubes.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. CubeSats have a mass of no more than 2 kgs per unit and often use commercial off-the-shelf or COTS components for their electronics and structure. CubeSats are deployed into orbit from the International Space Station or launched as secondary payloads on a launch vehicle. As of December 2023, more than 2,300 CubeSats have been launched. Dude, I love this concept, space diplomacy. But for a person who doesn't like laws, this is hell. Because not even space is liberal for you. It also has laws, which is called space law, which is different from space diplomacy. Anyway, Hope you guys learned something new in today's episode. Thank you and goodbye.